Bigs try to get it. Park it like it's fine. Park it like it's fine. Park it like it's fine. Get an attitude. Pop it like it's fine.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Laverne, he's checked in. And so we wrap up the first half. Nuggets lead by 15. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Hey guys, great execution in the first half, but we still have a few things to talk about before we go back out there. We are firing on all cylinders. I couldn't be happier. Defense, offense, you name it. We've done it. Tremendous performance from all of you. Now I'll give credit where credit is due. We've taken very good care of the basketball. Turnovers were scarce, and we need to keep it that way. All right, let's break out the pick and roll on these guys. That's going to be the go-to play for us in the second half. As reliable a move as there is.
Come on. Get back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
Talk about some great numbers for B. 22 points, and he's hit 4 from beyond the arc. A weapon with those three-point shots.
Yeah, you said it. I mean, he is using the long-range jumper to deadly effect, Clark.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And so in the game for the Jazz, Burks the off guard with Hayward at the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Favors, and it's Burke in at the point. I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity, Clark, to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw. The defensive presence was almost non-existent. And they may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
16 feet away, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Jazz trail by 15. Dishes it to Gobert. Hickson against Hayward. Ball's knocked loose. The 3. Another 3 for Denver.
Well, they're winning the speed game, guys, getting out in transition.
Boy, I like the energy they play with offensively, and in the open court, tremendous flow.
Inside, here's Burks. It's good, the assist that time from Burke. Burks has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
Yeah, Clark, they've been more active and more physical down low, and I think that's been the difference.
Now, here's Hickson. He's guarded closely. Now, Hayward. 6 points for him. Feeds to Burke. Pass to Favors. He kicks to Burks. Favors with a screen on Fareed. Clock at 6. Here's Burks. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. B's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the paint. Looks for Lawson. Gets it to him. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Lawson's got 10 points. And before you now are the rookies on a roll. The hottest shooters in the last 10 games. Well, you look at B, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. Jazz trail by 18. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Hayward kicks to Burks. Favors inside. Fareed defending. Favors can't get it to go.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. Firmly in control of this game.
Yep, they have not let their guard down one bit in the paint.
And the shot is good.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
For Utah, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Burke kicks to Burks. There's the feed to Burke. 3-pointer. And the basket good. Burks got his second bucket of the night.
Seems like guarding him on the perimeter is not a priority for this defense, but it will become one if he continues to knock them down.
Here's B. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. Lawson's got his 5th assist in this one.
How about that for a response?
They will say they can give the three as well as they can take the three.
Burke dishes to Favors. The baseline J. Some solid defense from Fareed.
And he's having all sorts of problems with his shot.
I'm not sure he even has a shot right now, Steve, to be quite honest. Not a reliable one anyway.
Here's Burks. And there's the feed to Hayward. It's stolen by Hickson. Now, here is Gallinari. Burks covering. Hickson kicks to Gallinari. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Pass to Lawson. Lots of room. Again, the Nuggets score. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Denver.
Boy, defensively, they've played with a high energy level, guys, and all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters, to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
And that one's good by Favors.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
The Nuggets leading by 20. Lawson the pass to B. Back to Lawson. Kicks it to Gallinari. And again, Denver with the triple.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
Yeah, it's something we haven't seen much of at the other end of the floor, though.
Burks. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Burks has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Well, Trey Burke and Alec Burks, the Burke-Burks backcourt. Try saying that fast 5 times.
I will not. That is indeed a bit of a tongue twister. But you know, Kevin, these two have a chance to make a pretty special backcourt tandem. Both are really exceptional ball handlers, and I like Alec Burks' ability to attack the rim and finish creatively. And you know, Trey Burke showed in his rookie year that he can shoot it from deep and knows how to run a team effectively.
Lawson outside, and the pass to Gallinari. Back to Lawson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hickson tries to free himself up. They get it back. Here's B. And again, Denver with the triple.
We got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboards.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list. Well, you talk about Burks' ability to finish around the rim. A great athlete. They say he added about 6 inches to his vertical leap, training with his teammates in Santa Barbara.
Hayward against Gallinari. Hayward dishes to Burke. Another shot, and it's Favors laying it in. Favors has got 4 points this quarter.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Passes it to B. Here's Hickson, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Here's Favors. Hickson grabs the board. Hickson's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And with Burke's length and athleticism, the tools to be a tough defender are there. I mean, he's still learning how to play defense effectively and efficiently, but already he's a pretty good rebounder from the guard spot.
Burke kicks to Burks, and that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds.
I like that shooting.
What he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the...
So with the platoon swap here on the floor. Withey's jacked in for Utah. Favors comes in for Hood. Gallo and Fareed at the forwards. Lawson out there with B. And it's Hickson in at the pivot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Well, Steve, Kenneth Faried really raised in the game. There's so many great stories when he was young. He was challenged by his family in so many ways on the basketball court.
Yeah, the story goes that his father once dunked on him and said, never let anybody do that on you again. And apparently his mother told him they'd never pass him the ball unless he was tough enough to go get the rebound. So tough love, but apparently it worked.
Now here's Burke. Three-pointer, Hayward. Hickson grabs the board. Hickson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
Yeah, and that's what's paved the way for them to build this big lead, no question.
Tries it from the top of the key. The shot's good from B. B's got 35.
And his stroke has been dead on, inside, outside, wherever. The shot's just falling for him.
Favors sets the pick for Burke. Favors with the screen. Burke's with it. Now defended by B. The dish now to Hayward. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Burke's got 4 assists now tonight. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. In low to Faried. Has to be. Well, guys, the D-League, a test bed for ideas that might, make their way to the NBA. And one thing we've seen there is a mission to get games down to 2 hours in length. They really want to shorten the length of these games.
Well, they've banned consecutive timeouts. They've reduced their number overall. The idea is to hold viewers' attention and provide time certainty for the broadcasters.
Denver leading by 23. Back to Lawson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gallinari. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it.
And condensing the game, we've seen it at the NBA level too, cracking down on pregame rituals and requiring players back on the court quickly after a timeout. The commissioner even talked to owners about shortening the game to 40 minutes, so less might be more in some ways. We'll see. I'm in agreement with that. I'd love to see some of the fat trimmed off the game. I don't know if 40 minutes is where I'd go, but some of the extra things that delay the game, I would love to see that pace picked up so there's not as much wasted minutes during the course of a 48-minute game.
Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, I think there's a couple of ways to shorten games. One is cutting down on the intentional fouls and crunch time. I think you could.
I like the effort, son.
I'm feeling it, coach.
Value of a foul. I think the league is right to try to speed up the pace of the game, but it's